Our spiritual DNA is the perfect thing that us humans we have within, right? Obviously, we have our physique, we have our health, we have our knowledge, we have our brain, we have our mind, and we also have our strength. But the most important thing is our energy. Our energy has to be the best thing ever, right? Our spiritual energy, our purified, overflowing energy that we have around us every day has to be at the best state of mind ever. Because without that energy, we can't gain anything. That same energy that you give off is the same energy you're going to get back. But you have to be aware and cautious about the energy that you are throwing off in your environment, right? You have to come to a realization that we always come from magnetic fields, right? So that is exactly why people, they feel aura, they feel such energy around their environment, they feel anxiety, they feel happy, they feel excited. That's why we feel these things around us in the environment, right? And what I'm trying to say is that we have to come within. We have to grab a grasp of that and be able to grow as an individual, and how we can make that energy become our best tool or our best weapon for ourselves, right? Because let me tell you this. I feel like, now in our times, I feel like we living in a spiritual era, right? We live in a spiritual war. We live in a spiritual battle every day, right? There's a lot of people who are going through depression. There's a lot of people who go through a lot of toxicity, right? A lot of people go through a lot of sadness, stress, worried, overthinking, and it's just like a matter of like just low vibrational states, right? So it's not even about you becoming physically stronger or just about strength. No. It's about how balanced we can be, or how grow and how overflowed we can be with our energy without nobody breaking us out, right? So what I'm trying to say is that in order for you to be prepared, in order for you to become the best person you can be, you have to align yourself with the highest person that you can be, right? And also it just takes about, just imagine and empower, imagine and envision on who you will be as a person, as that person, right? So in conclusion, our spiritual DNA is the best thing that we have, right? When we have to come to a sense that our spiritual DNA is everything knowingly, everything presently, and everything abundantly, right? So what I mean by that is that everything has come to open gates of ourselves, right? Open gates meaning like different concepts in life that we can attach ourselves into and that we can become better off, right? And that's what I mean by being balanced, of course, right? So obviously you might not feel the best at the moment. You might be going through so much stuff. I mean, you might not be getting the best financial success right now. You might be going through a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, if you know how to contrast every situation out of your own mind and input who you are and believe and what's ever going to be happening in the future is going to be better, that's a way for you to escape in your own reality, right? And I feel like a lot of people they tend to do a lot of stuff in order for them to be distracted, and that's not the idea, right? The idea is for you to be within yourself, keep growing, and just stay who you are. Remind yourself and just assume the fact that you're still this person, and that is the effect of the spiritual DNA. Your spiritual DNA lives in the present, right? It's your present conscious. It's your present energy. It's your present attraction and your present state of vibration that you have at the moment, right? So let's say, for example, you are going through some stuff, right? But at the end of the day, you know who you are. You know what you want to do, and not even this situation that's trying to bring you down or trying to lower yourself. It's not gonna affect you at all because you know who you are by heart, by mind, by thoughts. You know who you are, so that's what you're gonna stand for. So fuck the bullshit. Fuck what's going on right now. Fuck what people's telling me. Fuck my negative thoughts. Fuck how my bank account looks. I'm still who I am, and I'm gonna stand by that. And you just have like this abundant energy around you that nothing can break you. Nothing can break you. Alright? Let me say this one more time. Nothing can break you. And that is exactly the reason why I want you to be within your spiritual DNA. Because you have such an overflowing spirit. Your spirit energy, your soul. You're connected to your soul. You're living your own world. You're creating your own story. Right? You don't live by the outside. You don't live in society. You don't live what the world is doing. The lover is with self. You control your own world. This is your own story, right? And sometimes obviously this is not an easy matter. This is not a easy path, right? Because at the end of the day, shit is real. Stuff be happening on the outside. But it's just a matter of how you change your perspective and how you view it differently, right? And you to always stand on who you are. And I'm always going to keep repeating that, because once you want to know who you want to be, you're always going to be that person. The thing is that you already have that car that you want. You already have that mansion. You already align with your higher self. You already have $1 million in your bank account right now. It's already within yourself. It's just, you just have to unlock that energy that will provide for you, as if you were already have attained those desires, right? So you have to open into this overflowing energy. And let me tell you this. How will you feel, or what will you think, if you were a millionaire right now? What would that person as yourself feel like right now? If you were going through that situation, right? How will you feel if knowing you, by the next week, you're going to get that dream car? You're going to get that dream mansion. How will you feel? Or let's say about this, how will you feel as if you were to retire your parents from working? You were to gift your other family members stuff, right? How would you feel if you were that businessman or you were influencing the world? I'm asking all these questions because I want you to put yourself in that situation. I want to put you in that state of mind. How will you feel realistically? Right? You will feel like the best person ever. So why not contain that energy throughout for you every day? That is why visualization, remind yourself who you are, affirmations is so important, because your brain works on constant thoughts. We have a lot of thoughts every day, but as long as you keep upbringing and your mind on normalize a brain on who you are, now your brain is going to start working on what you want to work on. And now your brain is going to be commanded by your own commands, right? Because at the end of the day, you can tell yourself that you're wealthy, but throughout the whole day, your brain is thinking like someone that doesn't think like a millionaire. You're not going to be a millionaire. Your brain needs to be manipulated as if you were that millionaire already, right? So let me say this again. Your brain has to work as if you were already that millionaire already. Because throughout the day, if your brain thinks as you don't have $1 million, if your brain is scared to spend money, if your brain thinks that you don't have enough money in your bank account, it doesn't matter. You're still going to be living in that concept. So you have to manipulate your thoughts. You have to put your energy around this boundary that you're already this person. Because if you start thinking as a millionaire, what do you think you're gonna get a return once you give off that energy? Exactly, right? And I'm just gonna be limited beliefs, of course, right? There's gonna be negative thoughts. It's gonna be your brain telling you, oh, why are you thinking like that? You don't even classify as that. Oh, you're not even a millionaire. Oh, wow, but your bank account looks like this. Like, that does not matter at all. Because you're already that person within yourself, right? So let me say this again. Our spiritual DNA is the perfect thing that we have, because it could change your whole life. But yeah, man, it's been Fredo Saga. Let's leave it at a main expansion with some new game. Let's input it into the real world. Let's get it.